believe we have 6 here. John, if you want to do a roll call.
Yeah. Yes, I do. You want to read the governor's appointment, please? Governor's proclamation?
Sure. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, the governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitation on the number of people that may gather in one place, and the governor's August 11, 2020 COVID-19 order number 46, this meeting of the City of Leominster Planning Board will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible.
Thank you. Can I have a roll call, please?
John Souza,
Yeah, here.
Carol Victorioso, absent. Salvatore Giaconi,
Yeah,
Thomas Kerrigan,
meeting my Cheerios.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Here.
Patrick Perla,
Here.
Paul Weiser,
Here.
Jason Pare,
Here.
and Dean Valier is absent. And for the record, we are recording.
Okay, thank you. Can you put the agenda up higher so I can read it?
You
Sure.
have the copy in front of you?
I couldn't print I had a problem with my printer.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to do before, and I couldn't do it. Steph?
Yep, I'm trying to move. There we go. Do you see it, John?
Yeah, I'm just seeing the print. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Okay. We have no public hearings, regular meeting. Call to order. Roll call.
John Souza,
Yeah,
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Giaconi,
yeah.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Here.
Patrick Perla,
Here.
Paul Weiser,
Here.
Jason Pare,
Here.
Dean Valier, absent.
okay. Minutes of previous meetings, March 1st. Did everybody get the minutes?
Yep, I'll move to approve the minutes of the March 1st meeting. This is Paul.
Motion by Paul, seconded.
Second, Pat.
Seconded by Pat. Any additions, deletions, or corrections? Here none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You got a roll call.
Roll call.
Roll
Sorry
call.
about that.
John Souza,
Yes,
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Giaconi,
Abstain. I wasn't there.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Yes.
Patrick Perla,
Yes.
Paul Weiser,
Yes.
Jason Pare,
Yes.
Dean Valier, absent.
okay. 3.0, plan submitted. Site plan approval, Mount Pleasant Avenue. Rescheduled.
So we need,
Reschedule?
this one needs to be scheduled. We already have the special permit for 12 Mount Pleasant Avenue. We need to do the site plan. It came in after. I recommend it be scheduled for 6:31 on May 3rd.
So
Yeah.
move, Pat.
Second,
Motion by Pat, seconded by
Paul.
Paul for 6:31 on
May 3rd.
May
May
3rd.
3rd. Yeah, 6:30.
May 3rd.
What
Any
what world do you live
Any
in?
discussion? Here and on, a call for the roll call.
John Souza,
Yes,
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Giaconi,
Yay.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Hey.
Patrick Perla,
Pat, you're muted.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Paul Weiser,
Yes.
Jason Pare,
Yes.
Dean Valier, absent.
Okay. Motion carries. Site plan approval for 143 Mill Street. Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
What are they
Scheduled.
Public hearing?
This
Site
one,
plan.
site plan is an open public meeting. I recommend we schedule it for 6:45 on May 3rd.
So moved.
Where's 143 Mill Street?
It's down by the
That's
old
the old branch
Jackson
building
Trade, Tom.
with Taylor Rental and,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
before
what
you- Yeah,
they've been on Mechanic Street for 20 years.
yeah.
know it. And it's a hole over there. They're expanding.
So scheduled for you say 6:45?
6:45 on May 3rd.
6:45 on May 3rd. Do I have a motion?
So I already moved. I made the motion.
Motion
Second.
Reed,
I'll second it.
Tommy seconded it. So it's moved and
Okay.
seconded.
Roll call,
John Souza,
yes.
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Chaconi,
Yay.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Yay.
Patrick Perla,
Yes.
Paul Weiser,
Yes.
Jason Pare,
Yes.
Dean Valier, absent.
Okay. A special permit for 143 Mill Street.
So I recommend this one go on the same date, May 3rd at 6:46.
Very good. So moved. Very good.
Motion made.
Thought I was back at work.
For May 3rd at 6:46. Any discussion? Here or none, I'll go for the roll call.
John Souza,
Yes.
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Chaconi,
Yay.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Yay.
Patrick Perla,
Yes.
Paul Weiser,
Yes.
Jason Pare,
Yes.
Dean Valier, absent.
Okay. Old business, Murray Avenue definitive subdivision. Approval of planning board to review documents providing to make document determination on final endorsement notice of 3/1/21 planning board meeting on extension was granted by the planning board on 4/5 planning board meeting to allow further time for documentation to be completed. I got a question on this, Steph.
Mhm.
I read through most of it, okay? And on the first part, they made all the corrections and they say that they're, I gotta put a light on here. Oh, now you can see me. Everything is.
Turn it off.
responsible of the
Go the
whole-
other way.
For drainage.
Turn it off.
Yeah. You get the whole, but when you go into the, like in the, where was it? Like item 4, the trustee shall be responsible for the management, maintenance of the trust properties in the condition required herein. Maintenance obligations shall include but not limited obligations of the whole thing. And they say that they're responsible for the maintenance of the building, maintenance of the property. Attached to it, you have the stormwater management report. Now, I realize this is different, but we've got to make an exception to this stormwater management report. Because on the stormwater management report, I'm trying to find it where. Oh, on page, on the top of the page, page 4, third, it says standards, number 9, operation and maintenance plan. This project is a residential subdivision. Upon completion of the project, the city of Leominster will be petitioned to accept ownership of the roadways, associated utilities, drainage, water source. That's got to be corrected.
John, which report are you referring to right now?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
HOA?
You get the report, you've got the first part of the association. And I attached that you had the stormwater management report for Murray Avenue Extension. Now, I
Yeah.
guarantee that's a report. But in this report, okay, it says that the city is going to be responsible. So either that's got to be corrected in the report.
Where are you
Are you referring to the Mary Ave Stormwater Pollution and Prevention Plan, John?
No, the stormwater in management report.
Stormwater and
Dated March 14th.
which is part of what they submitted?
Okay,
Yes,
here we go.
Stephanie sent it to me. You're showing that first page, go to the second page. Go up. Up. Okay, whoa. Up,
What page, John?
4.
Yeah, they're not numbered.
They're not numbered,
So standard
Right there.
9? Okay.
right there,
Standard 9?
standard 9.
8, 9. Yeah.
See, because that says,
So we petition
On
accept the
completion,
roadways and
it goes to the
associated.
city. okay, so what's the detail? Do we have a we get a storm management report that says it goes to the city, and then, but on the homeowners association, it says they're responsible. So
Okay.
to me, that looks like I get a conflict.
Sure, John, we actually have the city attorney on, Sharon Everett. Can I allow her to speak at this time?
Yes,
Great.
Okay, hold on one second.
Thank you, Sharon.
Good evening. I'm Sharon Everett from KP Law. Thanks for having me in this meeting. I haven't seen the plan that you're referring to, report that you're referring to, John, but as you know, that the Homeowners Association makes it extremely clear and explicit that all responsibility for maintenance of the road, stormwater management, and everything that you can think of is up to the developer to do.
okay.
So,
I just
so
I
I think
be
that
cautious because somebody will try to hang their hat on this report. And
Would
say, oh
you-
yeah, we brought that report up, now we want to go to the city. Okay,
Please share and finish your statement.
Could you read out that section of the report so that we can? So I don't have-
Also, John, I have Anthony Cleves on as well, and he can speak to this a little bit. Anthony?
John, well,
you
you want me
allow.
to read it? Sharon, do you want me to read it for you?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. This project, this is standard number 9 under the operation and maintenance plan within their document for stormwater management. It says this project is a residential subdivision. On completion of the project, the city of Leominster will be petitioned to accept ownership of the roadways and associated utilities, drainage, water, sewer. Therefore, the anticipated owner of the stormwater system will be the city of Leominster. And
Oh,
then it just goes into some detail about,
I don't think it's so much of a conflict because it's saying that the developer will petition the city. It's
Right.
not requiring the city to do anything, and that's completely up to the city's discretion. So it may say whatever it wants to, but I don't believe it places any obligation on the city to accept the roads or do anything.
yeah, well, I saw that as a conflict and I just wanted to bring it up so that we clarified it at this meeting.
No, I think it's a good point, but I think that the documents make it clear that, or at least the homeowners association makes it clear that that's not the city's responsibility.
Okay, second question, Sharon, to you is that I've done a lot of HOA attempt. This seems to be a very sketchy one at best. Doesn't have any HOA requirements, nothing about homeowners requirements, nothing like that. And what, do you have an opinion on that?
Well, it's shorter than most. I mean, some of them run into, 20, 30 pages. So yes, it is a brief declaration of trust. But given that there are only 3 lots, I don't think it's unusually short or brief because it addresses the main thing, which is the trustees are responsible, the lot owners are going to pay, and the city has the right but no obligation to come and fix it if it wants to.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a lot of the other formalities that you will see, but given the size of the subdivision, I don't think a more, an elaborate declaration is warranted.
Great.
Okay, well, I feel the same way, but I wanted to bring that point out because it really, usually HOAs get into a lot of restrictive things, what people can do.
Right.
And they'll just have to rely on city ordinances.
Right, I think what you're referring to is a lot of times you see a common scheme of restrictions, which is, no house can be built upon until you provide the developer with plans and specs. And
Right,
you can't use the color red, you can't use the color blue, and so they go into a lot of details. And here there are only 3 lots, so it doesn't rise to a common scheme restriction, which requires at least 4 lots. So that's why you don't see a number of the usual restrictions you would find.
right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Other than that, I don't have anything else on that. Everything else looked okay to me.
Sharon, I believe there were a couple of revisions, or were they minor revisions? Oh, actually, no, I correct myself. The Form E, you had some final revisions to that. Are you able to share your screen and pull that up for the board to see?
I am unfortunately technologically inept.
Okay.
Like the rest of us.
There you go.
The last revision I made, the Form F covenant that Attorney Campobassa presented is fine. I just made the last revision saying that in accordance.
Sharon?
With yes?
Can you speak up a little bit? I'm having a problem with my volume.
Oh, sorry about that. Is this better?
Yes,
It was good before, but go ahead, yeah.
The only thing remaining was that the Form F covenant needed to have in there that the subdivision needs to be complete within 2 years in accordance with your subdivision rules and regs. And I added that term of 2 years and I sent it to Attorney Campobasso. And I think it's acceptable to him. So we're in almost final form for the Form F covenant. Peter, is that true? Is that correct?
Good evening. Yes,
Mhm.
Sharon did, I did prepare a Form E covenant. Sharon did make revisions, and I think the first revision she sent hadn't included the 2 years, but the one you recently sent did, so that will be fine.
Okay, great. So I think
Okay.
that the covenant is in final form. You just may not have the final form in front of you, but I've reviewed it and approved it at the time.
okay.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to add, either one? Okay,
I do not, and John, and the DPW has reviewed it and is in agreement with it as well.
okay, good. So a motion would be in order then to accept the Mary Avenue Extension Homeowners Association.
John, before you do that, did you want to,
As amended.
John, before you ask for a motion, did you want to make a change to that first piece about the city having to consider taking responsibility? Or you're satisfied with the answer?
It's a separate stormwater document, okay? And the way she explained it, I wanted to point it out, and if anybody ever came back to us, say, hey, yeah. But it's, I think that's a standard boilerplate that they used.
Okay, if you're satisfied, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're all set.
And then just real quick, John, I have the engineer on the line, Anthony Cleaves. Do you want to let him speak for a moment?
Sure.
Okay, Anthony, you can go ahead.
Sure, just to, I guess, elaborate on that document Mr. Souza was referring to. So just as he had said, that was a stormwater management document, which is based on DEP's 10 stormwater standards. So that's a typical document we prepare for the Conservation Commission. And in Standard 9, that's the operation and maintenance plan of your stormwater system. And one of the requirements is you state in there, who is the expected entity to control that. At the time we submitted the project, the intent would be, like a typical subdivision, is to have it taken over by the city. But as we got into the hearing process with your board and some DPW review, it came to our attention that that was probably going to be unlikely. And we never needed to change that document. So if it's helpful, I can very easily change that page in reference the homeowners association or a homeowners association. If that helps, that's a very easy change to do. And we can just, submit that as an administrative update if you'd like.
That'd be great.
I would
I'd
recommend.
accept that amendment.
Wait, Sharon,
Sharon is,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to agree with John and say, yes, you should please make that amendment, Anthony.
Yeah, but I think it was
Okay.
very, very simple to do. We'll just, we'll also send that to the Conservation Commission so they can update their records as well. But yeah, very simple to do.
Okay,
that's good.
thank you.
Excuse me.
very good.
Thanks, Anthony.
So a motion would be in order to accept the amendments by Sharon, and the amended standard operation and maintenance plan from Whitman and Bingham.
So
Upon
moved.
the receipt.
So moved with the changes submitted in writing.
I'll
Right.
second that.
I have a motion made and seconded. Do I have any further discussion? And on call for the roll call.
John Souza,
Yes.
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Chaconi,
Yay.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Yes.
Patrick Perla,
Yes.
Paul Weiser,
Yes.
Jason Pare,
Yes.
Dean Valier, absent. Okay,
Motion carries.
and then just, I'll have to follow the same process and reach out to you guys to come in and sign the Mylar as well. I'll send a follow-up email tomorrow.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Okay, come back to the agenda.
And thank you, Sharon, and thank you, Peter.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Anthony, you too.
Good night. Thank you.
Night.
Peter, nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Guys.
Good to see you.
Same here. Thanks.
Okay, new business, none. Communication, Plan Board recommendation for City Council petition 47-21, The Botanist, 175 Lock Drive, request change of use of 175 Lock Drive from registered medical
Excuse me.
marijuana dispensary to an adult use marijuana facility engaged exclusively in product manufacturing on site. City Council followed the legal affairs, regular course, 3/8/22, public hearing, March 22nd, 21 at 6:30, majority vote. On this one, I reviewed the drawings. Okay? They're going from selling medical marijuana to a manufacturing facility. But they never changed the parking lot. And pretty much what the parking lot, where they got their access doors, is their handicap parking. And that's where they're gonna be doing, I think, receiving and shipping. I think their parking plan has to be redone, and it doesn't show any dumpsters. And if they're gonna be making stuff, I'm sure there's gonna have to be some kind of a secure dumpster location. So if you could put that, to back to the city council, that there's probably gotta be a site plan modification. Would be my
That's a good
input.
catch, John. No, that's a good catch. They're not gonna be selling to the public. They're just gonna be doing a grow facility there.
Right.
So you're
Well,
right, it does,
manufacturing, it's
Well,
not
that's a
growing,
grow
they're gonna
facility.
be making, all kinds of
yeah, products. Yep.
marijuana in.
So John, what is your concern with the parking plan?
The parking plan doesn't match the facility. The
Okay,
parking plan is the original parking plan.
Wouldn't you
They
think
don't
you'd have
show
less
any dumpster.
parking in a grow facility though?
What's that?
Wouldn't you have less parking for a grow facility?
Yes, Tom, but they don't show any, where they show the current parking is their access door. They're showing that handicap they're double doors. Is the
Alright, I mean,
handicap, if you
how much
match
par-
up the drawings,
How much parking
handicap spot
did
is
they
for
have
par-
for the, how much parking did they have for the medical marijuana?
they had enough.
Well, I'm sure they have
This has
enough.
to be
But
reconfigured. that's all.
they have an excess of parking if they, but I think what John's getting at, where is the loading dock? And let's put a secure dumpster in there.
Why would they have to go back to the city council? Can't they just come in front
It's
of
at the
us?
city council now.
Hmm.
It actually
City
went,
council has to approve it, Tom. We can only recommend on this.
Yeah,
I believe it was actually granted by city council on March 22nd, just pending a favorable review by the police chief.
Okay.
So it's over there. Why-
I'm not sure. I think what happened is they did ask for a recommendation, but I'm not sure if they went ahead with Elizabeth's leave of absence. But I can still write a letter to them with our recommendation for the file.
And it doesn't even, they could keep the parking plan with just the alteration of where's the, where are they pulling in and out, for deliveries or whatever.
yeah.
Where's the door for that and where, show us a secure dumpster. That's all.
Well, send a letter to the city council saying that the planning board has issues with the site plan, for their deliveries and a dumpster, a secure dumpster.
Probably just have to redraw the.
Yeah, they're
it's
just gonna
a
eliminate
drawing
something. and
form. It's not a biggie.
It's not
I'm
a biggie
saying
at
it's
all.
a biggie. I'm not stopping the project, but I mean, it doesn't match up.
So to ask for a revised parking plan and a dumpster location.
At least have them.
Revised parking plan, Stephanie, that shows, the, what do we call it? The doors, right? The docking doors or whatever it is.
The access doors?
No, what do you call it? I'm in a brain thing here.
Why, is there a shipping dock?
Deliveries, where deliveries, we want to know what the
Loading dock, the cargo doors.
Picture of the,
you said it a minute ago.
Loading dock.
Loading docks, thank you.
Do they have a loading dock there?
Loading docks and show the loading docks,
that's the
and
problem.
also we would hope that they would show an area with a secure dumpster.
Okay.
Stephanie, if you got the drawing, can you pull up the drawing?
I'm not sure. Let's
It's
see.
in pieces, John, so. I have it printed out, but it's in pieces.
No, it's not there.
Yeah,
It's, so you can't match it to the other half, really. It's difficult to match up. But we just, like you said, it's just show the load
There it is. Oh, there it is.
and, and resubmit. There you go. Is that it? Yeah.
Well, there looks to be plenty of parking.
Absolutely. There's
no
an
worry
excess
about
of
the
parking.
parking, but the parking doesn't match up with what they're doing now.
That's right, because it was done for a different business,
Different use.
medical, so you had transit traffic. Now you don't, so they're in excess of parking. Just show where the loading docks are, and that change, and show where you're gonna put a secure dumpster. Well, it's all smart stuff. It's better for them. They don't have to have as many spots.
This plan doesn't even show
Yeah,
it.
like John said,
It's the old plan.
it just doesn't match the plan. You would want it to match if that's the approved plan. We're gonna approve the plan, you would want it to match.
I can make those two recommendations on behalf of the planning board.
Yeah, and see what they say, and it's not our call anyway, but I
Yeah.
mean, we see that's wrong with it, just like John said. And it's not to say we're against it, we think it's good.
No, it should be corrected.
It should match the use. Parking plan should match the use plan.
Okay.
Okay, back to the agenda.
So is that what we're gonna send a recommendation of approval with, we gotta send something, right?
Yes, Stephanie will.
On it.
What
So we're
we'll
gonna
do-
recommend approval
What's the
based
parking
on
plan?
our comments?
Yeah,
So I'll make the motion to recommend approval, but pleased to see our comments on the loading dock and parking plan, with a secure storage or waste bin. I had it worded better before. You know what I'm saying?
I do, yep.
Correct handicap spot, not in front of the loading dock.
Yeah, just change the parking plan to match the use and show where the loading
Yeah.
dock is and the secured dumpster is.
Moving along.
There you go. So that's my recommendation. It needs a second.
I have a motion by Sal. Do I have a second?
I got it.
By Tom? Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the roll call.
John Souza,
Yes.
Carol Vittorioso, absent, Salvatore Chaconi,
Yay.
Thomas Kerrigan,
Yay.
Patrick Perla,
Yes.
Paul Weiser,
Yes.
Jason Pare,
Yes.
Dean Valier, absent.
Motion carries. Can I have the agenda back on the screen?
Right there.
Oh, man.
I still see it.
I see it.
Oh,
Yeah, I see it.
Next is Route
Oh, it's right in the
13,
middle.
Route 13 Main Street, roadway and intersection improvement
What?
project. Informational
wait a
update.
minute. Here I am. Here we go. My,
What are you buying stuff? Yeah,
my view got screwed up.
website?
He's on QVC.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm back
HSN.
again.
He's on double ARP.
Okay, here we go. Where am I? Communication.
And Route
6.2.
13,
6.2, 6.2, Don. That's
Um,
the 6 and the 0.2.
Yeah, all that is the general information.
Wow.
Take a look at that. You know, we're gonna have some tough traffic on Route 13 for a while. Hope these modifications work.
okay.
They're
Director's
they're
report?
doing some interesting stuff, so it should make for, they've added some lanes and it should help with the flow.
They're widening the bridge.
No,
No, and they can't widen the train tunnel.
No, they gave a good list of the project scope and the details in it. Was it the MRPC was here? So I reached out to the developer just to get it because I assumed once they start the work, we're gonna have a lot of questions in the office.
Yeah.
So I found the public hearing and they gave the scope of everything that's gonna be done.
Yeah, how long, did they say how long? Let's see, design, construction starts winter 2019 and ends by spring. So it'll only be bad during the winter. He's got a timeline, about halfway through.
Yep.
He shows the timeline and then how will traffic be affected. I mean, they did a nice job on this.
go to the next page.
Is part of that what they're doing right in front of the state police?
I don't know if it's part of it or not, Tom. Although, no, it looks like Hawes Street, so the other side.
Isn't that Hawes Street right there?
Yeah, there is. It's right there.
'Cause I think they're widening the right end of it coming out onto.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
2 years and $5 million.
that's all.
2 years or 1 year? Oh,
2
well,
years.
design. Well, it says the construction, starts spring 2020.
Yeah, the last page has that, the very
Yeah.
last page.
Yep.
Steph, go back up to the drawings, the road drawings.
Okay.
Right there. Woo.
Stay away from North Leominster.
Yeah.
Only for 2 years.
Yeah, they're doing. They started this already.
Oh, boy.
So,
And it'll be the place to be.
That's right. No, it'd be already outdated by the time it's finished. It'd all be already outdated. Sort of,
Probably already
sort of
out
like the
there.
128 improvements,
Yeah.
That was 5 years of hell for me. And now it's got to be done again.
yeah.
So does it
So-
look like, does it look like they're gonna make Mead Street two-way here?
Yes.
Well, there's a new Mead Street, it says.
Yeah, go back. It's the entrance to Mead Street.
Prospect Street, what are they doing? What are they doing?
Go back, Steph, to Mead
I
Street.
I see what looks like a left turn lane onto Mead Street.
No, that's Hamilton.
Main Street
There
is
you go.
not
Yeah,
a left turn. Yeah, but that's at the signal already, isn't it?
Yeah, you can take a left there. That's not, really-
It's already there.
they're making a hard right-hand turn so you can get on easier, I think.
You mean yeah,
I must be confused.
we're
I'm
actually
thinking of-
having 2 lanes instead of people making 2 lanes.
I'm thinking of the next street over there where Manny's Appliance is.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Hamilton.
Hamilton. It's Hamilton up. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
is the next
Hamilton Street.
intersection up. Yeah. Well, I think, you know, what,
I've been looking at this a long
they
time
could have
ago.
done a lot just by setting the light timers correctly for people turning up there. That would have been amazing.
you know, that's been a bone of contention for years.
You know, just change the signals and it would have done a lot.
I believe they said they were gonna start in September.
I think so.
River Street. I was thinking of River Street, I guess.
Oh, they're adding a totally different left turn lane on Nashua Street. You know, you get to the end of Nashua where it's just straight, which is really right then left. It's interesting. So it'll have its left turn.
Well, this was just informational in case we field any
Yeah.
questions in the office. I thought you guys would like to see it.
This
Thank
is
you.
great. Thank you for
I
sharing.
think it's great too.
Okay,
Thank you.
I think we got that covered when, you know, not about hands at this time. you
Yeah,
know.
it's not as good. We have the early warning to stay away.
Okay,
So this is a public facing document. There's no,
Correct.
this is no secret.
that's just public information.
Yep.
No action required by us.
No, it's DOT.
Okay. We have no director's report, no executive session.
So
Anybody have anything they want to add?
Quick and dirty.
motion to adjourn.
Motion by Sal to adjourn. Do I have a second on that?
Unless
Oh,
anyone
fine,
else
but
wants,
he's muted.
unless anyone else has a comment, I second.
There you go, Tommy. You're asleep on the wheel again. You got your mute on. We can't hear you. You're talking to yourself.
I've been trying to shut him off like that for years.
Oh, I muted it, see?
Now you're back. Oh,
That's why I missed it. I muted myself. My wife wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
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 You were
Blame
watching.
your wife.
You were
Always
watching
blame your
TV.
wife.
Who's kidding?
All right, good night, everybody.
Okay. Say good night.
A motion made,
We gotta-
We-
Be
Hey,
home.
Stephanie, wait.
Hold on. We gotta do a roll
Stephanie,
call.
Stephanie, thanks for
Roll call.
everything. You've been doing a great job.
We have to call a roll.
Yes.
roll on adjourn.
Okay,
Roll call.
roll call for adjournment. John Souza,
Yes.
Carol Vittorioso, absent. Salvatore Tacconi,
Before I say yay, I just want to thank you for all the work, Steph. Nice job.
thank you, appreciated. Thomas Kerrigan,
I second that, by the way, and yes.
thank you. Patrick Perla,
I guess I'll third that and also.
okay, thank you, guys. Paul Weiser,
Paul,
You're-
you need one mute, buddy.
You're pulling a Tom Kerrigan.
Sorry, yes to both.
There you go.
Jason Pare,
Stephanie, I'm gonna pile on with the accolades. And I also give you a yay.
thank you.
Yay.
Dean Valier, absent. Thank you,
Yay.
everyone.